matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Utah Utes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the UConn Huskies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it out. It's Wilcox. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The lone back's got it. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The give out of the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. The toss to the right. Runs through the tackle. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion, and right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuck out the threat.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the...
Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Breaks into the open.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Bringing it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Huskies are facing third and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. Fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Davidson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gap.
There he goes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Punch it out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, UConn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. The throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Utes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Going to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Utah.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gaines. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Red pass hits complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
Oh, he's got some space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Utah! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UConn going back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Looking to the big tight end. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
35. UConn, 7.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Throws to the wideout. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds a man on the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense.
Give him 6. Touchdown, UConn. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Hampton. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Finding an escape route. Oh, there's an alley on the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Here we go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UConn going back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have... Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Here's a heat. Got a man. It's Davidson. Quick step and go. Oh, a lot of space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Husky.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards, and then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball?
First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Husky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He breaks a tackle. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lindsey. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Utah! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Coming out with it, it's Wilcox. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UConn offense goes back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter.
Makes the catch down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. UConn quick to the line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. So nice job by the defense disrupting the timing a little bit.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Davidson. And some room to work. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hazel. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. He'll keep it himself. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lofts one high and deep. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Across the 25, he's got room. Did the work himself. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Unloads to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He'll try it again. Hard running there. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Quarterback making checks. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
With the catch, it's Davidson. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, UConn.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He's got it in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that's just a little window dressing as this game is over. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.